Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hey, Artemis. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. I'm trying to catch up here. I haven't played this in a few days. We are getting low on food, so I think we're going to need to cut some more grass. How are we doing here? Plenty of water. That's fine. We're about to get another pallet of lettuce. And, canola's ready. Okay. Canola's ready. Where's my mower? Here's my mower. That's what happens when you leave your things outside. Hey, Montana Kitty, how's it going? I am trying to figure out... I bought one sheep, cut some grass, I think, and delivered some water. I didn't know how much this pen held, so I wasn't sure. So I bought the one sheep just to be able to see stuff. But we're gonna fill out this pen pretty soon, I think. However, I bought this thing, this roller weeder, steeder. I don't know. I've changed my mind on it. Not because it's not a good idea, but because I need the money. I need to harvest that canola. And yeah, I need to get on it. So we're gonna sell this. Maybe we'll rebuy it someday, but that's the loophole, I guess, is to be able to sell stuff when you need to buy other stuff. So, yeah. Anyways. I've got everything ready to start recording a new series, which will start this week. I haven't picked the days yet, the schedule for the recorded episodes yet. I will get to work on that today. We had a bit of an incident over the weekend. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but where am I going? I need to go over here. I need to turn my thingamabobs back on. Settings, info triggers. Oh, right there. Hey, Victory Jones, how's it going? Oh, dun, 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 dun. It's not worth much, but I don't have a choice. I need to get most possible value out of it. 14,488. What I think we're gonna do here is I gotta buy the absolute base cheapest harvester. We're gonna have to go with this. I think probably a few people are using this. That's 10.5. So let's buy that. It's small. It's gonna take a while to get that field done, but at least I'll get it done. And I need the header that goes with it. That's a buy. And I have 1,180 bucks left. But I can get harvesting. I've got a trailer. I'll make some money back by selling the canola. Not the best time of year to be selling canola, but it'll have to do. Don't have much choice. Come on. I'll get this started. One of the things I need to be really careful of with the money right now is the workers cost money, and in a hard economy, it's a little challenging. I've only got 1,181 bucks. I would ideally like to have a worker deal with the fields, and then I could do the carting, but kind of comes down to I don't want to blow the rest of my money, but also I don't have a lot of other stuff to do. So what am I going to do? Just sit there and watch the worker? I may as well just do it myself, right? So we'll get on that. We'll get on that. very excited. 2 days. In 2 days, I'm about to find out. Yeah, I think we'll just do this manually. 2 days, I'm about to find out what's going on with my knee surgery. That has been a long wait. Now, as to what we're going to do with this field after, I think I'm going to stay away from traditional harvester grain crops kind of stuff. I think we're going to switch. I'll probably sell this harvester after we're done. It's, again, a little bit of a loophole on the leasing, but I think we're gonna stick with like root crops and maybe some other things. Just stay away from this type of harvesting. Let's get a little first person action, kind of loud though. Oops, and harder to see where the header is. Hey Hermiglio, how's it going? Hope I'm pronouncing that right. I have to check on Granny and see where she is as far as clothes, because that's a big income right there. Canola, let me just get straight here. Let's look at canola prices. Canola is at the lowest possible price, $7.33 right now. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, my friend. It's been a challenging weekend. Let's just say things at home did not go as planned. So, finally able to sit down. I haven't had a chance to do anything channel-wise, gaming-wise, anything else. We, my stepdaughter and her friend decided to come out. Actually, they're kind of like both stepdaughters. We keep joking the other one's adopted. But they drove out Saturday morning. They got here, spent about an hour or so chit-chatting, and then I needed some help because of my knee. I've decided well, sorry, this has nothing to do with my knee, but decided to sell my one of my canoes and 2 kayaks that we have. We still have more, so but I needed help to carry them from an outbuilding that's just I don't know, a couple of 100 feet down the hill kind of thing, up to the house where I can clean them all up, take some pictures and put them up for sale, probably on like Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji or something like that. Anyways, I'm making the story pretty long, but my stepdaughter and her friend offered to help bring the boats up so I wouldn't have to do it all myself, and in the process my stepdaughter stepped on a stone that was meant to be kind of a step up into this outbuilding, and the stone was loose and it flipped on her and she destroyed her ankle. When I say destroyed, I mean it was not pretty. So we ended up spending a lot of time in the hospital, and yeah, anyways, kind of sucks, but she's in for surgery. She had one surgery yesterday, she's having another tomorrow. Reconstruct her ankle. It's really messed up. I don't want to get too gory about the details, but yeah. Anyways, we had plans to do all kinds of stuff last night for Mother's Day. We had some nice food to prepare, and a cake and all kinds of stuff. There we go. And all of that's still in the fridge because we never got to it. We had Wendy's on the run. So she's still at the hospital. My wife went out there today to visit with her. They're getting her, they're gonna get her ready for surgery tomorrow. And then she's gonna come home. Her job is a stand-up job. She has to stand for her job. So she's not gonna be able to do her job. She's gonna be off work for a while. And I'm assuming with the type of damage that was done, I'm assuming she'll be off for several months for healing and recovery, and then she'll have to do, you know, physio and blah blah blah. So she's going to be staying with us. Oops, I need the trailer though. I need the trailer. Can't go pick it up with my pellet forks. So we have a house guest for the summer, I think. She lives alone, so she can't, and lives in a kind of a basement apartment. So she can't get up and down. It's like yeah, her apartment's in the basement of a home, and so she's not able to get up and down those stairs and take care of herself. So she's gonna stay with us. So in a way, that's kind of nice, but circumstances kind of suck. Customize loading capacity 42, capacity 85, no additional costs. Thank you, Montana Kitty. Appreciate it. I think we'll spend some time on the PS5. Maybe I'll teach her Farm Sim. She's a video gamer. She plays games, and she plays a lot of stuff like D&D, and got a big group of friends that get together on a very regular schedule to play D&D. We'll see if we can corrupt her with Farm Sim. Mwahaha. Okay, let's get out of the way here. So that's 2,500 liters, a couple of $1,000. Get in there. Hey Rubicon, how's it going? Just started Alma. Alma's a nice map. Multi-play together. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. She plays Diablo franchise, so we'll probably play some Diablo 3 or 4. And she likes, she kind of likes the games that are like Zelda and stuff like that. That's kind of her style, RPGs. Trying precision farming. I'm going to have to take that plunge at some point. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of precision farming, I gotta say. I know it adds a lot of realism to the game. But I tried it a lot on 19, didn't like it. Tried it on 22, didn't like it. Actually ran a series, the White Farm series on FS22 that I did. Had precision farming at the beginning, and then it was removed afterwards. I was thinking about that. This week we're starting a new series, which to me, you know, from my perspective or my gameplay style, it will be have more realism in it. So I was planning to use precision farming, but when it dropped this week, I loaded it up. I had to play around with it a little bit, and I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. I'm kind of I love simulation games, and realism is attractive. It's very let's call it romantic. It's got a kind of a nice thing to it, but sometimes I feel like I want a video game, you know, like I want a game, not reality. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah. Playing Oblivion now. Oblivion's a classic game. I haven't looked at the remastered one that just released. I did play the original though, quite a bit of it. Right now I have too many games to play. I don't have time to play them. Oops, sorry, my mouse just went crazy. Sorry about that. I think I got it fixed now. I gotta get a new mouse. I have it's a pretty good mouse itself, but the cord on it is very stiff. And when I move it, when I move the mouse and take my hand off of it, it kind of moves back because there's pressure on it from the wire. I prefer the mice that have the soft kind of I want to say almost fabric kind of cover. Almost like rope. This is not too bad. We should make a few bucks off this harvest. I would have to hold on to it until I think November or December for canola. I don't think I can wait that long. I need the money. I really need the money. We're gonna be okay for money later. I think with the root crops, I think we'll make some good money there. But oh, we're full. So we bought a Friday night. We bought a freeze dryer. We took the plunge, spent the money, and got ourselves a freeze dryer. Super excited about that. We're going to be able to preserve so much food for very long periods of time. We've been wanting one for a while, and really kind of, they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. But we were at Costco on Thursday and saw that they had these good quality freeze dryers on sale for much cheaper than they usually are. So we looked at each other and said, I think it's time. I think it's time. That's one of the reasons I'm selling some of the boats that I have. I have too many. And we could recover some money from that. A little bit of a purge. We'll recover some money from that so that we can, you know, offset some of the costs of that freeze dryer. Not sure how long we're gonna go today. Hey, CC Channel. How are you? We're just harvesting some canola here. All right, what am I going to do with this field, guys? If I'm not doing a kind of a grain afterwards, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm going to keep, I decided to keep the grass field. So we'll make some money out of that, but we'll use it for sheep mostly. This field here is the only field that I'm not quite sure what to do with. I don't want to do just vegetables. I think I'd like to do something else, but I don't want a traditional grain type thing. I was thinking about sugarcane, but unfortunately, the small sugarcane harvester is not available. The one that was available in FS22 and 19 base game, for some reason they've decided not to have it in 2025. I don't understand. Maybe because it didn't work well, the concept didn't work well with the new helper system, the new AI system. Hopefully it'll be released. And the big one works, it works okay, but it's really expensive for, you know, definitely not in our league for this size bank account. I'll have to see. I think maybe we'll put in some more like carrots or something, and then after the next harvest of all the root crops, then we'll see how much money we have and see if we can, you know, afford like potatoes, for example. There are no cheap harvesters for root crops, not for the potatoes or sugar beets. They don't exist. Minimum starts you at $100,000. Hey Paul, thank you, glad you can join in. This is an all live series. I'm not doing recorded episodes for this series. We're winging it. The schedule is very volatile whenever I have time. Part of a challenge from our friend Zorch Farming. And yeah, lots of people doing that challenge. It's a pretty cool challenge. Almost all the hard settings, and you're only allowed to own one plot of land. This is it. We're on it. We're pretty much, our fields are pretty much taken up, most of it. There's still a little bit of room for certain things, but I am constantly broke now. Oh, there we go. We're full. Let me just do it this way. I think that's going to be pretty close to a full trailer, so I think we're going to head off and sell this. Yeah, let's take a little break from that. Let's go sell this. I think I'm selling up at the top. Canola, where am I selling? Best price is at the farmer's market. Oh, yuck. That's all the way at the other end of the map. That is by far the best price, so I think we're gonna have to go. Guys. All right, let's go on a road trip. I didn't pack any snacks. My little market stand is significantly lower. 7,800. Yeah, maybe I should have. 7,500. Maybe I should have filled it completely. It might save me one trip. Could maybe get away with doing 2 trips instead of 2 and 2.1 trips, if you know what I mean. Go under the... Let's go this way. I haven't really checked out this map that much yet. Like other sections of it. There are some differences from the 22 version. And if you look down there, there's a hill that goes up. I don't think the 22 version has that. I think it's flat down there. Yeah, the roads are a little bit different, the way they're laid out. I am going to need another tractor, so I think that's one of the things we're going to work on as soon as we finish with this harvest. Getting ourselves a second tractor. When we get to harvesting root crops, we're going to need 2 tractors. One for pulling or working the rows, and the other one for carting. And then there's a lot of carting because it's the harvester does not have its own container. Hi, Biggles. Yeah, back for more pain for sure. This drive is a pain all the way across the map. I want to do another 200 horsepower challenge on this map, but I kind of feel like... Where am I going? I kind of feel like... I would end up doing the same thing I did last time, I guess. I don't really want to do that. But I could do a bit of a different tone to it. Maybe a survival challenge kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, we're almost there, guys. This is a long drive. This is a long drive. I wonder if I can set the worker to go back to the farm so that I can continue my harvest while this is driving back. There we go. Alright, so I'm guessing we're gonna bet 5,000 bucks for this or so. Dun, dun, dun. Lovely Diet Coke. What do we get? 57.62. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's see what the road system is like. See if it can find its way back to the farm. We'll start on the road. And nope, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Create job, go to, and we'll say right here, I guess. Start. Is it gonna go? Please go. Sometimes it takes a little while. There we go. Nice. All right, I can get back to work. Hopefully it'll get here. It won't end up in the pond. Any of you guys doing something special this weekend? It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful weekend here. Bright, sunny days. Still a little cool, but makes it really nice for working outside. However, the black flies, we have black flies here. They come out at this time of year and they are out. Not biting yet though, so that's not too bad. But they, you know, they come out in these very dense swarm-like things around your head, and it's annoying. Oh, worker C has stopped working. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. This is not great. Can I lift myself up? No. How do I get out of this? Oh, workers. This is such a problem. Okay. Start by detaching this, see if that helps. No! Need a screenshot. Let's do a screenshot. Just because I take screenshots of all my sillinesses. Come on. Down you go. How are you doing that? There we go. Oh, 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 oh. I got it. I got it. It's all good. It's all good. All right. It's like nothing happened. Where am I? This was a problem on the previous versions of previous versions of this map. Those bridges would cause problems with the workers. Yeah, I had to pretty much had to get auto drive running. Alright, we better just pay attention to this and drive back ourselves, because otherwise I'll be doing some more acrobatics. Looking forward to seeing what the DLC is for this for this part of the season. I think we're supposed to get another DLC drop sometime next month, I guess. I did buy the season pass for FS25, so I get all that DLC for free, but I have not even loaded up the Nexat system yet. I haven't really found an opportunity, mainly because of costs. It's a really it's a beautiful system from what I hear, but it's expensive. Expensive to purchase. And I just don't have that kind of money on any gameplay game save I've done. I just don't have that kind of money. We might have that kind of money on Nadenthal. That should start bringing in some big money pretty soon. But nonetheless, you know, maybe we'll end up leasing. We'll try with leasing. Okay, back. I'm just gonna check before I get back to work here. I just want to check on the state of these other fields. I want to see how long till they're ready. This is growth stage 3 of 5, so we've got another 2 months before that's ready, and these ones should be 4 months, for 3 months maybe. Yeah, another 3 months here, and I think 3 months there as well. Yeah, 3 months here as well. Oh, I gotta do some more fertilizing. Okay, can't forget to do that. Alright, back to work. Let's just teleport. There we go. So we're more than half done with the field. So we're gonna get another 5,000 bucks out of this roughly. And we'll resell this harvester because we're not gonna put in another grain crop. But I don't know. Anybody got good ideas on what I could put in this field that's not a grain crop? I mean, not more than just grain. Like, no, I don't want this kind of harvester, I guess is what I'm saying. What else could I do? Could put grass in, I guess. Oh, I just sold my seed drill. Or I could just go vegetable, all vegetables. Put in something else, carrots in here, and just keep all the fields on rotation. It'll get a little boring if I do that, though. It'll be the same crops over and over again. What else can we grow? Well, I'm looking here. Could do grapes. The harvesters are expensive, though. I won't do rice. Sorry, I'm just checking on the progress here. Peas and green beans, all those harvesters are really expensive. Olives. Yeah, I'm not sure. Green beans or peas, I would love to, but the harvesters are too expensive. Like, I won't have that kind of money on this series. I'm not allowed to lease. Not allowed to take loans. Hard economy. I could put grass in here and get some kind of, like, do some bales, silage maybe. I don't think that makes good money on this setting, on this map. Hey, Rusty Money Gaming. How you doing, bud? Just getting this canola up here. Trying to decide what to do with this field after. Oh, there we go. Let's just drive over. This harvester is faster than the tractor, I think. Let me look at something. I could get something like this. I can make silage in a bunker. Actually, no, this is not what I think it is. This is for picking up swaths. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. This could be really useful. Yeah, all that stuff is expensive. So I'm just looking at harvester types. So like sugar beet, the cheapest one is this thing. And you need a topper to go with that. So that is a $120,000 investment. Don't have it. Potatoes, 200,000 minimum. This is where I wish there was cheap harvesters. If we look at peas, you don't have a choice. You got to buy this. Green beans, same deal. Very expensive equipment. Spinach, same deal. Very expensive equipment. Rice is fairly cheap. Sugar cane, still don't have my small harvester. Hey, Andreas. How are you? Obviously, cotton harvesters are expensive as well. Grape, $215 is the cheapest. $253 for olives. Really expensive stuff. Really expensive stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Redafel. Yeah, the cheapest is vegetables. Vegetable planters are fairly inexpensive, and the harvesters are inexpensive. I have this one, which could be a little challenging. We'll see. I'd love to upgrade to this one as fast as possible, though. So we'll have a look at that. The options are very limited when you're broke. Yeah, grains are doable with a harvester like this. I just don't feel like doing grains on this. I think we're just gonna stick to veggies. Maybe it's time to start thinking about a production or make veggie products. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. This is a good little harvester. It's taking less time than I thought. I thought this was going to be really painful. It's doing a good job. have a frozen shoulder. Put a sweater on. Just kidding. I know what a frozen shoulder is. Oh. I've got to record after this live stream. I'm gonna take a little break, and then I have to record tomorrow morning's Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is kind of strange. I only touch it like once a week on Mondays. Gonna be crazy on that series once the trees grow. The harvester is surprisingly quick, especially with the steering. Yeah, it's kind of it's very peppy. Very peppy, even its turns and stuff like that, driving. Accelerates quickly. If only the workers did their turns like I do, it would be the best. Right, we only got a couple more four rows. We do have a little bit of room to expand this field out. I could convert it into 2 fields. Just expand out to the right a bit more, and then cut it in half like I did over there and have 2 fields. Hey Rusty, are you going live today? Expect it to be slower seeing it as vintage. Yeah, I guess. I'm wondering about something. So this size harvester, like in game, right? Is it accurate that they don't make the modern equipment? They don't make harvesters this size anymore. Like, you know, this is older stuff, right? But the modern equipment, I don't remember seeing small harvesters like this. It's only the big stuff. Yeah, Mother's Day. Bit challenging to get away and shoot some games, right? Whoa! Crop destruction. Oh boy. Let's destroy a little bit more, shall we? Flat crops, yeah. Nobody needs their canola squished. I think today it's mostly larger, yeah, and also joint operation with other manufacturers. So you'll see one made by, let's say, Fent and MF. It'll be the same one, just different colors. Well, MF, Massey Ferguson, and Fent are both. Oh, I could be wrong about this. They're both owned by Agco, I believe. Actually, I'm not so. I know Massey is, but I'm not so sure about Fent. I think it is basically same company, same parent company. They own quite a few brands, actually. I think they have about 5 or 6 major farm equipment manufacturers. I know Ideal and Fent are in the same family. Massey's have originally, if I'm not mistaken, Massey's had Canadian origin in them. I think one of the two, I think Massey or Ferguson was Canadian. They merged. I think the other one was British. I'm not sure. I'm just going from loose memory here. Fent, I believe, is originally European. I don't know who Valtra is. I think Valtra, if I'm not mistaken, I think Valtra is South American origin. I'm not sure. I'm guessing. I know when I bought my personal little tractor, Massey Ferguson, that I financed it with Agco. Agco being the parent company. Agco Financing. There we go. Okay, so that's the end of that harvest. I said I was not going to keep this harvester, and I think I'm going to stick to that plan. So I'm going to go back and sell it. And then I got to figure out what to do. I think we're going to put in some more root crops, more vegetable crops in here. I think we'll do that. At the end of the day, it's going to be good money. The nice thing about these vegetables and other root crops, they're a bit of a pain, but they actually sell really well. Grandpa had a Ferguson tractor when I was really young. Yeah. I forget which one. One of the two, either Massey or Ferguson, was British, and the other was Canadian, but I'm not sure. Ultra is Finland and Brazil. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we're not allowed leasing, but I can do this. I can buy and resell. Yeah, it's kind of a... And repaint. There we go. Oh, I can't tab to my tractor. What the heck? What the heck? Let's just teleport to this. I need to check all my animals and stuff. And how are we doing here? We're doing all right. Does Granny have a pallet out there yet? Actually, Granny at one point ran out. Ran out of wool. Just about to drop a pallet of clothes, so that'll be good. I cannot tab to my tractor. What the heck? I gotta run. In the 80s, my father had an old Volvo BM Boxer. There, you need to climb in from the back. Didn't have doors. Yeah. Come on. There we go. All right, guys. I think I gotta do that drive again. Let me just check the prices if they've changed. Canola. Have they changed any? Grain silos. You know what? Let's go to grain silos. We're gonna lose a little bit of money, but it goes 15. Quick question: is plowing and cultivating the same thing? No, it's not. It is not. Cultivating is basically, from my understanding, cultivating is more about I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's more about dealing with already loose earth, just treating it in a way. Plowing is actually digging up, like you're you know, pretty much creating field. Even if you replow the same field, you're turning it all over. It's much deeper. There's a whole bunch of different types of cultivating as well. All different: shallow cultivation, medium. In real life, mostly, oh boy. In real life, farmers only plow fields to create them. Once they're created, then they will typically, you know, most of what I've seen anyways, they'll just run a disc harrow, preparing the field for the next crop. Okay, so grain should be right here. Let's just make sure I am actually going to the right place. Grain silo. Let's just tag that, just so, yeah, that's the right place. So we'll have 25,000 maybe, somewhere around there. 24,000 bucks. That is awesome. That is a lot of money for this series. Let's head back. I guess check in on all my little chores I have to do, and then we'll get dealing with that field. I think we're going to fertilize next. Oh, actually, I should have maybe picked up some fertilizer. Oops. Should have done that. I'm not sure if I have any. I don't remember. Krustoo, can I ask, how do you manage releasing more than one video a week? That one tile challenge gave me the itch to try my hand in RP series, and it's difficult with a full-time job and all. The brutal truth on that is I've figured out a way to do things very quickly. So I don't do a lot of editing. My editing is very quick. As a matter of fact, most videos that I edit before I upload are basically, I'd say 10 to 15 minutes to edit. That's it. I have a very fast way to do thumbnails. Super fast. I could whip up a thumbnail. You know, it's a screenshot, and then I have templates. So that takes me no time. And then after that, it's just a question of finding time to record. And I give up about roughly an hour a day to do that. Sometimes I do it before work, sometimes at lunch, sometimes after work. On the weekend, sometimes I'll binge a little bit and I'll record a few episodes ahead. Okay, it looks like I've got a bit of fertilizer there. Yeah, I edit, and you know, giving away my little professional secrets here, but I edit based on voice, not video. So I'll record an episode, and then if I make a mistake or something, I give myself markers so I know what to clip out. And then if I've got something meaningful to say, then you know, I'll keep that in, and if it's just nothing to say, then I'll do a jump cut. Okay, so here's the problem. Sorry, I'm kind of squirreling a little bit here. First of all, is there anything good on sale? Oh, another one for sale. Oh no. Oh man. This one is only a 95 horsepower version. But how much is it to upgrade it? We won't be upgrading that one. 95, that's enough though. Guys, what do you think? Thinks I should do that? I need a second tractor, and 95, is that good enough? I think 95 is good enough. If I get the necessities. Double Zorch tractor epic. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. 18.3, that'll soak up most of my money. Let me think about it a little bit more. I've got some time. It's not going to scroll off quite yet. What I do need though is a fertilizer spreader. So let's see about getting one of those. There we go. Need something super cheap as usual. We'll raise the capacity a little bit. Attachers, I don't really need that. So let me put some color on it though, because I don't like not seeing stuff. My eyesight is bad. Okay, we're just gonna buy this. All right, let's go get that. I think I'm gonna pick up another pallet of fertilizer because I think I'm gonna need it. Hey, King. Tractors in this game are usually want rather than need category. Yeah, the hard truth is tractors are not are not cheap. They're very expensive, and most farmers will try to make do with whatever they can get away with. Only the real high-end commercial farmers will go for a lot of, you know, high quality equipment. But any of the farmers around here where I live, it's a bit of farm country. There's lots of farms around here. You see only older equipment. They stretch it out and make it last as long as possible. Oops, I was gonna buy a pallet of fertilizer. Just one. Let's go back and get that. Well, a lot of the big farmers, you know, that struggle, you hear them saying how they're struggling. A lot of them, it's because of debt. Debt taken on by either leasing or financing expensive equipment. Smart farmer will try to get, you know, the best possible value out of something and then run it into the ground. I'm gonna get a worker going on this here. I'm gonna get rid of this front loader, put it aside. I think I'm gonna buy that other tractor. We'll do a double whammy on that, but one of them will have 300, the other one will be just 95 horsepower. And that'll be it for my tractors. That's all I need for that. That's all I'm gonna need for this farm. So I think it's gonna be, I can put that to rest, that issue to rest. I just want to see if there's another tractor that's can get up to 95 for less money than that, and I don't think so. Dun, dun. Okay, let's load this up. Get a worker going on it. Refill. Come on. Why isn't this refilling? Oh no! Why are you not refilling? What the heck? What did I just do? I think I just screwed something up. These are... That's full. That's partly full. That's, well, partly full. That's partly filled. What did I do? Why can't I load this up? That is annoying. Okay, hang on. Timeout. Timeout. Unfold? Is there an unfold? Oh, there's an unfold on this. Can I fill? No, still can't fill. Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Pause for a second. Pause for a second. I'm gonna jump in here. I think we're gonna get this. I'm just gonna check something real quick. These are 50s, 50 horsepower. 30, 34. I'm trying to get, what is this? This is 80. This is 71 maximum. I'm looking at the maximum horsepowers. This is 90 for 21.5. I could do this, but I actually don't have the money for that. So I think we're gonna do it. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Here. I think we're just gonna do it. I do want the front loader and the weight. That's gonna add a little bit. No cab. I think I'll put a ROPS on this. Rollover protection system. Yeah, okay. let's buy this. There we go. Our 2 tractors are done. Select. Oh, right. Control groups. I often mess this up. I often do this mistake. Oh, still won't load. What the heck is going on here? Okay, let's try something else. Yeah, so I put the ROPS on this so that I could tell the difference between the 2 tractors. I'm gonna go and get the pallet. Put the front loader on here, get the pallet, and lift it up and see if I can fill the fertilizer spreader that way. I feel like my game is buggy. I feel like I've got some mods that are causing problems. There's certain things that just don't work for me and seem to work fine for other people. I don't understand. Like horseplay is a big problem for me. It doesn't work well. Others have no problems with it at all. So I think I need to do a review, especially of the script type mods. Pretty funny though that I managed to get this on sale. There we go. Here we go. Oh. Maybe it's where the pallet is. Hang on, let's check something here. No, still can't fill it. Okay, let's see if I can lift this up. This should work. This should not be a problem. I've used this fertilizer spreader before. Well, that works. So I guess we can do it that way. Only a little bit left in there. That said, I think I will switch tractors actually. I think we'll use this guy for doing the fertilizing. It doesn't need horsepower, and I think I need to do some plowing, so plowing I need the bigger one. I got double trouble on this tractor. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna get a worker running on these. Oops, I should not be driving on that. That is... Oh, maybe I need narrows on this. I have crop destruction on. That should have messed stuff up. Maybe it's still early. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we've got some stuff to sell. I've got some cabbage, lettuce, I should say, and I've got some clothes. So let's get on that. That's the next task, and then we'll have a decent amount of money in the bank account. I'm just gonna carry these up with the pallet forks. Two trips. We'll keep it simple. And a one. I can do it in one trip if I tried, I guess. Yeah, let's actually try to do this in one trip. Get in there. I might be asking for trouble, but you know. Yeah, no. Then I probably have a bit of wool. A little bit to give Granny. Not much, though. Oh man, I kind of position things a little awkward for loading up. There we go. All right, let's go sell. Just got to be careful with my corners. All right. This we're not going to worry about where the best price is. I'm just going to sell it at my little stand up here. $1,200, so $15,000. Okay, awesome. Awesome. What time is it? It is 3:30 in the afternoon. Game time. This field here is fully fertilized. The grass is, there's still plenty to harvest here, but we don't need it quite yet. Okay, let me grab, I think I'm gonna grab the plow. Actually, let me get rid of this front loader. We're gonna extend, oops. We're going to extend the field, the big field up there, but then I think we're going to split it in half. Keep the field smallish. Okay, let me just check on this guy before I get started, because I think we're going to switch him to the next field over. So if we look at fertilized status for these fields, we need crop types, growth, composition. Oh, there's a section here that's not done. How did that happen? Okay, well, I guess we'll need to run out to this field, but I think there will be crop destruction if I go on there. Might have to pass on this. I don't know if you can get narrows on these tractors. I didn't check. Well, I guess I can check. But just go in here. And wheel setup, rear twins, tricycle, rear twins. No, there's no arrows on this, so that's a problem. Okay, that's the, I guess that's the issue with that. How much do I have in here? I got lots. Okay, let's get on with this guy. So I think what I'll do, I think we're gonna come around this way. And allow create fields. I think I'm gonna push up. I think we'll push up here to maybe about here. Oops. A little oversteering there. All right, I think we're going to be okay with that. Oh, went a little too far back. No, not straight. I'm not straight. We'll fix that up later. Do a little painting. Victory Jones. Oh, sorry, I missed your question, Victory Jones. Rancho Fondo series, is it a challenge or a series? I downloaded a week ago. Very rural. Yes, it is very rural. I didn't really consider making it a challenge per se. I'm kind of going with a bit of a storyline. But certainly I can share what I'm doing, what my settings are going to be and all that. And if anybody wants to do a parallel, we'll call it a parallel instead of a challenge, then by all means. There is a significant amount of setup work I've done for the map though. So starting from a modified version, I guess we'll call it. There is some starting equipment, and there is some land changes around the farm. Oops. Love that map, though. I'm really pumped about that series. Okay, let's get this done. I'm gonna split this bigger field in half. And then I think we'll probably put some more root crops in here, or vegetable crops. We'll just keep it on rotation. I'm worried about getting too boring by doing the same stuff over and over again, but I really can't afford anything else. So, I don't want to do grass work. I don't want to do a lot of grass work or anything like that. Mind you, I could buy back that harvester right now. Just gonna take a quick peek at my phone, see if there's any updates from the hospital. Okay, no updates. Plowing, I think, is the next major thing I do my own on my save. It was a mistake not doing it from the get-go. I love plowing. I love this texture. I find plowing very satisfying. Technically, this is a disc, not really a plow, but it works. Hospital. Oh yeah, I did. I brought it. I talked about it at the beginning of the live stream. Some people joined in later. So my stepdaughter was over for this weekend for kind of a Mother's Day weekend. Spend some time with Mama, and they were helping me move some stuff around, and she stepped on a stone that was meant to be like a little step up to something. It was like a brick. We'll call it a brick. And but she stepped on the very edge of it, and it flipped on her and messed up her ankle really bad, like really bad. So it's broken. So she's in the hospital right now, and her mama's with her right now. But she had one surgery yesterday. She's having another surgery tomorrow to repair it. Thought about making a sugar plantation on Fundo. Yeah, sugar cane is pretty big in South America. Well, pretty big. I mean, there's a lot of other crops too. It seems like a natural place for it. She gets well quickly, thank you. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think it's going to be quick. I think she's going to be off her feet for a fairly long time. She'll be in a cast for a while, and her job is a standing job. She has to stand to do it, so she'll be off work for a while. And she lives by herself, so she doesn't have anybody to take care of her at home. So I think she's going to be staying with us for the summer. I think she'll be needing help for months, which really sucks for her, but we'll take good care of her. I think she's just going to stay with us. Hey, Tennessee farmer. Yeah, she broke both sides of the ankle socket. Both sides of it, not just one side. So she's probably going to be getting pins or something. Not good. Makes me queasy just talking about it. But we'll take super good care of her. She'll have a healing in nature, where we live. It's really nice and peaceful out here. And we've got a great setup as far as, for comfort. We've got a reclining kind of couch with, so that she can lift her feet up or lower them and easily get in and out using the reclining functions. We're going to set up a bed for her on the main floor so that she can she'll have washroom and everything available without having to deal with the stairs. So yeah, anyways, we'll take good care of her. Loving your playthrough on here. Thank you, Tennessee farmer. And if you are, please comment, like, and subscribe. Feels so weird to even from day one when I started this channel, I found it strange to ask people to hit the like button. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just shy, I guess, about that kind of stuff. All right, we're almost done here. And we'll paint up. We'll paint up a strip between the two fields to split them up, and then we'll get working on drilling. If I can sneak the tractor onto the corner of that map or that field, then just hit the worker button. Workers don't do crop destruction. They're magic. Workers are magic. I've been watching some of the other series. There's quite a few channels now doing this challenge. I've been watching some of them. I haven't had time to watch all of them. But it's interesting to see how different the approach is. So, you know, obviously a lot of us are using the same kinds of equipment because there's so little options at this size. So we're kind of forced, or at this budget too, so we're kind of forced to use similar equipment, but and even like the productions and sell points and stuff like that, they're pretty limited. Greenhouse, but it's interesting to see how different things are coming up as far as crops and stuff like that. Maybe I'll be the vegetable guy. One tile challenge, vegetable edition. All right. We are done with that. I could have extended this out a little bit more here, but I think we'll just leave it. I will need to get more sheep pens. I think realistically, I should take some of the money that I have right now and buy some more sheep. I think that would be wise. More wool for Granny. And if she gets too much, then we can just start selling the wool as is. I think that would make sense. Eventually, I would like to buy at least one more sheep pen. Okay. All right, let me fill this up. I'm gonna see if I can heat this a little bit. Like, comment, subscribe, as James May always say. I actually don't know who that is. Oh, I forgot to put a strip of grass in there. Can I fill up now? No, still can't fill up. That's annoying, man. I don't know why that is. That's why I got the front loader set up on the other one as well, because I can keep alternating the front loader. No way, Top Gear, the Grand Tour. Okay. Okay, I could see maybe where James May might be from. I'm not a car guy, so must know Clarkson, Hammond, and May. I do not. Now, Clarkson is the farm guy, right? He's got like a TV show or something. British fella. Fellow. I rarely watch any TV. Like I'm not a TV watcher. The only thing I watch is like I'll binge watch with my wife. We'll binge watch something like on Disney or something like that, but it'll be like usually sitcoms. I haven't had a cable service like a TV service with channels and all that. I haven't had that in like 20 years. Okay. So this works. That is very strange. Okay, so I'm gonna risk a little crop destruction here. A little bit. I think I'm gonna just try to get on the field. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm doing destruction. Perfect. Hey, Grant. Glad you could join in. Just started watching your videos and now caught you streaming. Yeah. This is not my, streaming is not my main thing, but I'm starting to enjoy it more and more, so maybe we'll do more. Why am I not having crop destruction? Do I not have that turned on? Hang on a second, I thought I had that. I thought that was one of the hard settings. Yeah, everything's on. I guess root crops is not an issue. I guess it's not an issue. Okay. Sweet. That's perfect. That works just fine. All right, so I'm going to let that guy finish. I think I'm going to... Actually, let's paint. Let's do some painting. I want to move the month ahead. What does that look like that? This way, this way, this way. Okay, this should be fun. I don't have a very steady hand most of the time. So, paint mod never seemed to work for me. The one that forces you to go straight. I think we'll do this. Is that about halfway? Give or take. Go really slowly. Really slowly. Crop damage is normally after a certain growth, but those fields are a little bit further along. They should have crop damage, unless they're vegetables, so maybe I'm just not used to it. Maybe vegetables don't have crop destruction issues. I mean, they're underground, right? They're root crops. The tops of them don't really matter. Oh boy, I'm starting to go crooked. We're almost there. Almost there. Oops, I went off there. Being quiet because I can't talk and do this at the same time. There we go. Okay. Not bad. I don't know. This side looks a little bit bigger than this side. That's all right. Okay. Is this guy almost done? What's the status here? There's one more strip here. A little bit to do down here. And this grass doesn't matter. And this doesn't look like it's showing it separated. Okay. using just a little bit. It's just doing a small strip right through here. Oh, do I have weeds? No weeds. Plowing is all taken care of. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Lime. Needs lime. Oh, I've been ignoring lime. Oops. Oops. I always ignore lime for some reason. Keep forgetting to do it. Okay. I think that's enough. I think that's good. You're good. Knock it off. Be nice to pop up a couple of decorative trees out here. Just to make it look a little bit more homey. Okay, the planter, I need to check one thing. Or I'd like to check one thing. Planter we have. What's the horsepower? Only 50. Okay, so I can use it on either tractor, no problem. I've got a ridger. 80 horsepower. I could buy this. And that would save a lot of money on fertilizing. Maybe I should do this. Maybe. I got 14,000. Let's do some sheep first. Let me get some sheep first. I'll figure out how much money I have left after the sheep and see what I want to do. So I've got just the one right now. And what did I get? Landrus. So I think 488. There's room for 19 in here, so maybe I don't know at what age do they start producing wool. They can reproduce at 8 months, but when can they start reproducing or producing wool? That's what I wonder. Because that's not related to birthing. You know, it's not like milk. That has to do with after calving, you know. So 308. Maybe we'll play the patience game. I can afford this, right? I can afford this. Let's just do that. We'll play the patience game. Won't wait for them to reproduce. Hey, Taco. Okay, looks like I've got some land smoothing to do. I don't remember that being there. Whoops, where am I? What the heck? Did I just walk right through the... What is up with my game? Apparently I can just walk through walls. But not the door. Just finished watching the Zazie? Yeah. We're only going to be doing 2 episodes on Zazie this week. Okay. All right. I'm distracted a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this. And the reason for that is it'll save me an application of fertilizer. I won't need to spend that because 6,000, that's three packs of fertilizer basically. They start producing wool at 4 months, but gets better as they age. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Let's buy this. Now I can only ridge before I plant, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go pick that up. What kind of horsepower do I need for that? Sorry. 80. Okay, so either one will do that. I'm doing awesome. I'm doing awesome, Taco. Having a good day. Today's going a lot better than yesterday. Okay, so we picked up a few things, a couple of pieces of equipment. Got some new fields to work, and we'll put this guy to work right away on it. Wondering, it is already 6 p.m. in game, so I'm thinking actually we might move ahead to tomorrow. And then from there, you know, maybe we'll get another pallet of clothes. I'm not sure. I don't remember putting enough wool in there. Take a quick look at the feed. Actually, we can do that from here. What's the feed? This is pretty low, getting low. They got meadow though, so that's not too bad. And these guys are okay. So yeah, these guys are fine. These guys are fine. It's only Granny we need to worry about. All right, so let's drive over here. What I'll probably do is just leave it over here. We'll move ahead to next month, to August. And then we'll have other stuff to do, and then we'll start planting these fields. Actually, let me check this. How far along are we? 3 of 5. Okay, so I got 2 months before I do that. All right, let's have a rest. How are you doing for water? Lots of water here. Granny, how's she doing? She doesn't have any wool. There's barely any wool out here, so I guess we'll give her a break. There we go. Oh, loan interest. I should get another couple of these. That would probably... How much did those cost? I forget. Any good deals here? No, nothing new. Construction... Factories... Generators. Is this the one I got? 6,000. Is that the one? No, it's not. What did I get? Not that one. This one. 15,000. Maybe we'll slowly add some of these. We won't do government subsidy. 0 to 840 per month. This is wind based. This is solar. 640, 840. This is cheaper. So I could add one of these. Well, I don't have the money right now, but this thing has been saving us. It's been keeping us out of the red. All right. Carrots next month. Next month things get real. Let's get to work with this guy. And I can use a worker because I got another tractor to work with now. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Hang on. That is not going to work. Getting one important piece. One very important piece, as a matter of fact. That is not plowed or cultivated or anything. I got to do that first. I'm not going to plow it. I think what we're going to do is buy a cultivator. We'll do some teamwork on that field. Get both tractors working out there. Actually, we're going to buy a cheap cultivator. That I know there is. Here, up here. Cultivators, we're just going to get something like this. What is that? 5 meters? 3 meters, 5. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's put some color on it, though. Let's make this one this color blue. What was that implement? That implement that I just unloaded was a ridger. And it's used to create ridges prior to planting vegetables. It basically acts as a fertilizer application. Okay, let's buy this. I want this a different color too. Let's make this thing shine. All right, back to the shop again. I should probably get a lime spreader as well. Lime is such a pain though. I really question whether it's useful or not. In game, you know, in reality, in real life, it obviously is. Changes the soil qualities, which is pretty important. In game it matters, but not that much. Look at that. Look at that color combination. I accessorize so well. I'm a fashionable farmer. So I think what we'll do is we'll cultivate both fields, get them all kind of the same state, and then when the second one is being cultivated, the first one we'll start ridging, and then we'll follow up with planting. So it'll be a 3-step process. If I'm not mistaken, this cultivator is pretty fast, so that's not going to be a problem. The ridging and planting is going to be slower. There we go. Off you go. Okay, so, come on. I'm going to grab the bucket. I think we need to get some sheep. Some more food. Just gonna drop this off here. All right, I think I still have some grass on the ground, so I should be able to get a bucket or two somewhere in here. It's not the elegant way to be picking up grass, but it works. It works. I don't need much. And it's fast. And for those who don't know, this is mode. We did mow this. Just was never picked up, and I've been picking it up with buckets instead of getting some kind of baler or forage wagon or whatever. These two sheep pens each take only 3,000 liters, so that's 3 buckets each, so this works. I don't know how much they have right now, so let's look at that real quick. This one could use another two loads. I guess they ran out. Oops. How did I do that? I check that. These guys are almost full, so we'll give them a little bit. I do have some wool for Granny though, so that's good. And we'll mow another strip. I just looking at the ground here, and the first strip we mowed is already fully grown back. I'm kind of feeling like this field is not necessarily come on. Why isn't that filling up? There we go. I don't need this whole field of grass. Maybe we'll go back to the original plan of cultivating that grass in, and then just getting grass from around the property, all the little areas around the property. We don't need much. Let me get one more. I think I should have enough down here somewhere. Hard to see when you let the grass grow back. Where are we? Oh, I might need to get some more. Alright, let's run another actually I can put the mower right on. Mow, then pick it up. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna give some to these guys just to top them up a little bit. Oh, for some reason I can't drop that off. Weird. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me re-mow this first strip. After that, I think I'll grab some up and then we'll destroy this field kind of thing. Not destroy the field, but we'll destroy the grass we'll plant something else in here. Maybe more vegetables. Need to put some little road path in here. A little gravel or something. Down there maybe. A little bit of grass as well. Lime is prevalent on Fundo map. Oh, is it an important asset? Like a really important thing to do? I'll have to get used to it. Okay, that's a full bucket. Everybody like my sophisticated grass system? More capacity. Okay, fair enough. We're done. We're done with that. How are we doing with the cultivating? Let's run over here, drop off the mower again. I'm gonna need another like shed or two, but we don't have the money for it, so let's get Granny some more wool so she can keep going. Doing multiple things at once, winning. I like to play like that. I like when there's all kinds of stuff going on. I get a little squirrely when it's just me doing like one thing going on with me doing something manual, especially if it's a big task. That's not kind of my play style. Oh no. There we go. All right, Granny. Get back to work. Whoa, slow down, slow down. Okay, she should be good. All right, let me get my ridger. I don't know how far along we are with the cultivating, but we should be ready to go pretty soon, I think. Is there anything else, any other tasks I need to do? How's their water? The water is okay for those guys. The water is a bit low for those guys, so let's get them a bit more water. The greenhouse is fine. Got enough water for a bit. Okay, doesn't hold much. Oh, it kept unloading. Alright, may as well. And front loader can go... Where's that gonna go? Put it in here. Looking forward to trying that harvester. I don't think I've ever tried that one, actually. I think we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Gonna need a road through here. Now, there's no room for a road technically here, although I can paint one if I wanted to. Then I'd be stepping outside my square. Oh wow, this is not even close to being done. What the heck is going on? What are you doing? I was wondering why this wasn't going well. Look. 5.2. Hang on, I gotta watch this. I want to see what they're doing. That seemed very strange. I'm just gonna jump it. Look what it's doing. Oh boy, yeah, something's wrong. Something's wrong with my kit, my setup. I got a mod problem, I think. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to take over and do this manually. one way to make sure it gets done right. Assuming I go straight too. I was wondering why it was taking so long. It has a lime mine. Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, there is. I'm gonna do this Krustoo way, which is the convoluted way. I just checked the width. It's at 5.2, which should be fine. Should be fine. It's just acting weird. Tell that worker to use the pedal on the right, yeah. My little, my real life Massey Ferguson has hydrostatic transmission, so it is the pedal on the right is the reverse. I love my little, it's a Massey Ferguson GC 1723E. It's a small subcompact tractor. It's only good for certain tasks. There's a lot of stuff it can't do. But I've used this so much on the property here. I don't know older tractors, how they're configured. I don't know how to drive an old tractor, to be honest. Love to try, though. Okay, so I'm hoping that the ridger is going to work a lot better, and then the worker can do the ridges on this field, and I'll do the cultivating on the other one. Need to get a drink. Might step away for a minute. What are we doing for time anyway? Oh, we're already past 2 hours. Wow. Okay. Okay. Time flies when you're having fun. Actually, I'm probably, now that I think about it, I'm probably going to have to wrap up in a little bit because I still have to record tomorrow's Zelonka. And it's Mother's Day, and my lovely wife will be home soon. And she's probably going to want to, you know, celebrate. We should celebrate. So, yeah, so I guess I gotta control myself a little bit here. My dad has a friend who restores and keeps old tractors in a museum. It's a mess. Not at all standardized. Yeah. My neighbor's got a few old John Deere tractors, and I keep telling him, if you need some help in your, with your harvests or whatever, planting season or whatever, let me know. I'll come out. Just show me how to drive the tractor, and I'll help you. I get all the concepts. I just need, just need a little bit of instruction. And he keeps looking at me strange, like, you have no idea what you're in for, bud. Yet he still lets his 93-year-old father go out and do raking. Well, I mean, he lets him, his father's a little bit, he's not very sharp, let's put it that way. But it was his father's farm, right? Family farm that's been in the family for 3 generations, or basically 3 generations. I think he watches my videos on Zaziski, where he sees me flipping over the tractor and trailer all the time and says, "No way you're getting near my stuff." Okay, let's put this aside. Let's see if a worker will do something good with this. Okay. Whoa, hang on a second. It says fertilize 0%. That's not right. Oh my goodness. This thing's not working. It's supposed to fertilize. Am I missing something? No, it's not fertilizing. Oh, crap. Okay. All right. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Let's go sell this. Let's just get planting. Fertilized status you see after planting? Really? So I should keep going? Is that what you're saying? No? Use the ridger. That's what I'm doing. No? Yes? Okay, I'll just let it go. Alright, let's get this part done. I don't actually remember. I don't use the ridger very often. I always skip that step and just fertilize. Okay. All right, thank you, Taco. I have to keep remembering that there's actually a small delay from the time I say something. The system automatically puts in a few seconds delay, I think. So when you comment live, it's it's kind of out of time with what I'm saying. That's why I think I got confused. Thanks, Taco. I need all the help I can get sometimes. I think back of some certain episodes. I want to say thankfully it's not all the time, but I make some boneheaded moves. Like I just either I forget something, or I ignore something, or I just don't understand something. Like why isn't this working? And it's the reason is sitting right in front of me. And after I go editing, I look and I go, oh, I can't believe I missed that. I usually get good comments on, I get help. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, let me get this field finished. We'll let the ridging continue. I'm going to get this field cultivated, and then I think we'll wrap up. And I will ridge both fields, probably off camera. I'll ridge both fields and maybe start the planting. But I'm not sure. It depends on how much time I have. I got a lot of other stuff to do, like on the other series, especially the new one. Rancho Fundo. Yeah, we all do forget something like not turning on all productions in Zazzy. Oh man, what did I do? What did I forget? All right, Montana Kitty, thank you for dropping in. Happy Mother's Day. Moms are the best. Moms are the best. Dads are a close second. Whoa. Peas and olive oil. I think actually I turned that on off camera afterwards. I think I did a little cleanup after recording that episode. I shifted a couple of things around on that off camera as well. I shifted where olives were being produced, which gardens did olives, and I've turned on a lot of distribution stuff on there. I switched all of the gardens from just using just water to water, fertilizer, and seed. I just did a bunch of tweaks and adjustments. Almost done here. 3 more passes, I think. Need a lot of Napa. Use one of the smaller gardens to produce Napa. What did I do? I shifted olives. Yeah, I guess I'll double check. I'll double check. I'm not sure when I'm recording the next episode, but we'll have a look at that. I think I'm gonna get the sister production, the one to the one I put down, so that I can make seed and fertilizer and all that kind of stuff. That can feed the greenhouses. We're making kimchi, yeah, absolutely. I love kimchi, by the way. My wife hates it. She thinks it smells like hot garbage. Kinda does, but it's delicious. All right, all done here. All right. Yeah, so we got a ridger, we got a new cultivator, we got a new tractor. What else did we add to the farm? We do a lot of ferments at home, so kimchi is one of them. Do a lot of sauerkraut and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys, so I can get on and do some other stuff. Need to take a little break, need to go record Zelonka. I'll be live tomorrow night on Zelonka at 7 p.m. Eastern if anybody wants to join in. Sorry for my Euro friends, that is late for you guys. Yeah, that'll be it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing up. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will catch you tomorrow. Goodbye.